back for the other two matches. So let's see how they went. Right. The first match that we got in of the two that I'm doing was actually really cool. You see that? That's a pretty nifty team. So the Diancie, which is hacked, but there you go. Nice job there, Nintendo. Good job. Unless it came out with the movie, I think. Did it come out with the movie? I don't know. I don't remember, but whatever. There's the Tyranitar, a Jellicent, which is going to be present problems for old Medi. Volcarona, a Chomp Face, and a Scum. And as you can see, I got kind of annoyed with Seeking, so I put in a little Numo over there. So this should go phantasmically. I think you'll all agree. Here's hoping. Anyway, so I believe he's going to lead off with Zaskamari, as I lead off with Medicham, and let's face it, that's just gone poorly. Because it's going to set up SR, and it's going to dick me around, so I'm going to, bugger off out before it sets up SR, and I'm going to scarper off into Steve, because I've got a sash on Steve. I don't really want it broken. And I completely dupe him here. This is hilarious. He's going to go for a roost scouting, and I go for the cheeky growth. So now I've got a +2 Steve, and he's staring down the barrel of an inevitable defeat at the hands of Steve. So I go for the Heat Wave, just decimate the Skarmory. Unfortunately, as you can see, he's got the Sturdy, and I've just noticed my webcam isn't quite capturing the entire thing. Looks a bit better now. Unfortunately, though, he's going to go for the Whirlwind, which is a shame. And he's going to, blast me out into Aurorus, which means Aurorus is going to take a dick ton from Stealth Rocks. But still, I can at least kill it with the Freeze Dry in case he wanted to go into the Jelly, which would be interesting if he did. But there you go. So now Skarm's dead. I don't know. It's okay, I suppose. It's not too bad. But now he's going to go into Tyranitar, and Aurorus does not want anything to do with Tyranitar. So, kind of down to Scarpa. I went into Steve on the cheeky off chance that I might be able to get an EQ off and hit it well hard with Steve. But not happening. He's going to go for an EQ of his own. He's not going to risk the Stone Edge, and he's going to kill Steve. But you know what, Steve, you did good, Steve. I'm proud of you. You showed up for one battle. You did cool. So now I'm going to go into Medi because I know I can scare him out. And what proceeds is something that will look incredibly odd for a few minutes. He's going to go into his Jellicent, and that's fine. I've got no problems with that. Because I can at least sit here and acupressure, and the sand will run out at some point. So if I get the right boosts in the right places, I can still kill him with Ice Punch, and then I'm just set up good to go, going in. So, it's not terrible. But I'm going to go for the first acupressure, and lo and behold, I believe I get special defense, which is that's 4 special defense boosts in a row. And he's going to go for a Wisp. Now this confused me for quite a while, because the next 3 turns I'm going to go acupressure. As it turns out, I get another special defense boost and 2 speed boosts. Can't remember if that's in order or not. No, it's speed, then special defense, then speed again, I think. And he's going to sit here just going for Wisps. And I'm like, are you alright? You're just, sort of sitting there waiting. I mean, got no item either. So I'm like, is it locked into it? What? Is it Rocky Helmet or something weird? I don't know. What's it waiting for? And so I just keep going for acupressure until I get to the point where well, I've got loads of special defense and I've got loads of speed. I'm kind of just sitting here waiting stuff out. If I'd have got an attack boost, that would have certainly been nice. But alas, no. So I'm thinking, alright, I'll go for an Ice Punch, test the waters, see what's going on. And the motherfucker had a red card Jellicent. And I was just like, I have nothing to say. That's class. That is pure class. That could have gone so badly, though. Legit, if they just stayed there while I just get up to +6, what do you do then? But I'll give them that, it was risky as fuck, but they played it damn well, just damn well, so I have nothing but respect for this passerby. If you ever see this, D, well fucking played. Anyway, after burning my Jolteon, which is the main reason I kept going for it, I do go for the Shadow Ball on the off chance that old Chomp Face wanted to come in, which was a pretty poor play. But I kind of really don't have much for that. Like, knocking out my Medi has presented problems. However, I'm going to go for the Suicidal Wish, which I'm going to pass off to Salamence, because if I get a couple of DDs up with that, then I can at least get somewhere. So that's kind of the hope and the dream right now. It's not much of one, but it's a thing that's there, and it's something I'm going to have to try and use. So I go into Mence, and, you know, Stealth Rocks ain't helping, but I do get an Intimidate off, so, you know, like I say, there is hope here somewhere. I do go for a Dragon Claw in case you wanted to go into Jellicent, because Medi did do quite a lot of damage, so a couple of Dragon Claws might have killed it. I don't know. My Salamence isn't max attack though, so maybe not. But still, I get the wish. I'm going to go for a DD. I get to test the waters, see how much a -1 T-Tar's Stone Edge does to my Mence, and he gets the crit. I was quite sad. I really wanted to see how much that would do, and I reckon had I lived it, or, you know, if it hadn't done much, then I might have been good to go. I mean, again, I don't quite know what Tyranitar he's got. He's not choiced into anything, so, meh. But I was a bit disappointed at that. Anyway, Sizzle once again just shows up and takes care of business, getting a counter crit of his own. I don't know if a ZB U-turn would have killed from there. I'm not well versed in my Sizzles, because I find it a fairly awful Pokemon. But I don't know, I was quite pleased with that, but now I kind of have to go into Aurorus as just scouting bait, really. He can go into Chomp at this point and probably win, and that made me sad. Because a couple of DDs with Mence, I was in, man, I was in. But he's going to go for the EQ. Aurorus ain't taking that. Aurorus and Seaking have had a very, very, very bad showing these 4 battles. Or 3, I suppose. So I go into Sizzle, because I know I can at least live a hit, maybe, and I go over the Bullet Punch, and it does quite a bit, but unfortunately, I believe I do actually die to the EQ, so there you go. Sizzle can take a +1 Haxorus, but it can't take a Stab 1 from Chomp Face, and I kind of thought since he kept going for it, he might be, like, scarfed into it, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter anyway, I've still got nothing to deal with it, so I do lose. But he does show the outrage, which is like, okay, fair enough. So I don't know what item he was, maybe Yachi Berry, in which case I would have been super duper fucked, but there you go. I lost against D, so D gave me the D, but there you go. Massive, ginormous respect for the jelly, although the Diancie, whatever, man. I mean, you have to tell me, I really haven't been paying attention. Did it ever get released in Japan? Because I know the movie came out, and has the movie even came... I'm sure it came out in Japan, because they already did like the little cartoon, or no, not cartoon, the episode for it, which I haven't seen yet, because the people who translate these things, they're taking their jolly ass time on that one. So I know they did like a little episode for Diancie, but I could have sworn the movie might have come out in Japan, so maybe he's got a Japanese one? I don't know. I do not know, maybe they're going to release it later on? Whatever, you'll have to tell me, Anyway, for this final battle, I do a complete team change. So I'm bringing the Moxie Toxic Mence. I'm bringing me Celebi, which I put leftovers on just to try it out, just see if it goes a bit differently. It might be a little bit better, I don't know. Usually I go with the Life Orb because you want that extra power, but I figured I'd give Lefties a shot. I've tried Sash as well. Sash is fairly pointless, but Lefties has got, you know, some different benefits. I got the Life Orb Sigilif because I haven't used it in ages, and I thought, well, I made it for NU and it got banned as soon as I made it, so I thought, well, hey, let's bring it to some passerby battles. I've got Scarf Primate, another thing that I did make because it was part of a team I was going to make at one point and then kind of gave up on after I made like the Cypher Sizzle thing and then just thought, meh. I've got the Sub Gluttony Belch Terry, pretty cool, and then I've got me Tickle Wailord because everyone needs a bit of Tickle Wailord, let's be honest. So Devilfish should hopefully do some work because, come on, man, Tickle Wailord, it's so cool. I'm planning on making a Tickle Machamp as well. It's something that needs to be done. Anyway, he's gonna need out of Porygon 2. And I'm just going to go for the U-turn, because I figured, well, the best thing to tank it on my team is probably going to be Terry. Yeah, I think I have cut a little bit off the health bar there. I don't know, maybe I zoomed in a bit too far, but it's a bit late for that one now. Sorry. And he's going to shot me with the psychic, and I was like, oh. So Terry is going to take a butt ton from that, but I do get my Pitaya boost. And then I outspeed, and then I go for the belch, and this is +1. Max special attack. 120 base power belch. And it does sweet dick all. And I was sad. And I wish I'd brought my banded Terry. But now I do know that Primeape can just come in and clean it up, because if that's not a specially defensive Porygon 2, I don't know what is, because really, that belt should have done way fucking more. I mean, come on, man. It's Porygon 2, but Jesus. Anyway, he's got a fucking Azumarill, which, had I had Terry, I could have dealt with, but now I can't. So Celebi's gonna have to do it instead. So he's going to go for an Aqua Jet. It seems a bit silly, you may as well just gone for the play rough. I obviously wasn't going to do anything to you, but whatever. And now, you know, Lefty Celebi's showing why it can be kind of useful. And let's face it, Celebi is one bulky motherfucker. So I believe I just go for some Stealth Rocks, and he's just going to go into a Guardy, and yeah. I don't really have to care. Celebi's cool like that. So I suppose I could go for some Seed Bombs or something. I will outspeed it. I am a little bit worried that it's going to just sort of flatten me with a Hyper Voice, but, you know, we'll muddle through. So, gonna Mega up, and I figured, oh, hey, it's just Seed Bomb. And to its credit, I think, does it do? No, it does a reasonable chunk. Not much. I mean, when you consider how, well, actually, Guardy's defense did not get better, so that must be, like, a defensive Guardy, I think. Unless the Life Orb, or the lack of Life Orb, really hit Celebi that hard. But still, Celebi just takes out a Mega Guardy, and I'm like, cool. It's really good. It really is that good. God bless you, Celebi. You're so fucking awesome. I love this set. Anyway, Chomp's it, another thing that I can't really deal with, but at least it ain't a Mega Chomp, because Mega Chomp would kind of probably be beyond me. Anyway, I kind of have to go into Primeape, sort of as Death Fodder. However, you're going to go for the Crunch, and I was like, oh, okay. Do I have anything on my team that resists Dragon? I don't think so. I don't remember putting anything on there that's kind of majorly going to stop it. So yeah, I just kind of U-turn out, because I don't quite know what's occurring, and he might have been scarfed, so I'm going to go into Sigilift, maybe trying to dodge an EQ, but then he's going to go for the Dual Chop. And now I'm getting really confused. And there's also the other slight problem in that I'm fairly certain Chompy Face will probably outspeed a Sigilift. So there you go. But we'll muddle through, He does make the good play and goes into a Azumarill on the Ice Beam, although he might not have been predicting that. But it was a good play regardless, so fair enough. I can't really fault him for that. But I'm just going to go into Wailord, which, as it turns out, pretty piss poor play. Gonna go for the play rough, and Wailord takes that poorly. Well, I suppose in the grand scheme of things, when you consider what Azumarill's fucking attack is, I suppose Wailord did alright, but poor Devilfish just gets flattened by this stupid fat water buddy. You prick. So, Devilfish didn't get a good showing. But I can go into Primeape, and I can go for the Poison Jab on the vague assumption I'll live an Aqua Jet. And I do! So, Scarf Primeape, doing good. Doing good. Fortunately, the Poison Jab doesn't kill, but then I get the cheeky poison, and then I believe that's... Oh no, he gets Citrus Berry though, yeah. So, I'm just gonna go out into Celebi, and, yeah, he actually goes for the Aqua Jet. Which, again, I suppose it kind of makes sense, but on the other hand, I would have thought the Celebi switch would be painfully fucking obvious, but hey, whatever, I don't know. So, Celebi's just gonna nom that. God, it's so good. It's such a good Pokemon. Like, Celebi's fantastic. I love it dearly. Physical set, best set. And now Poison's down there, and you know what? I don't feel like taking an Aqua Jet, so have a Sucker Punch. Amazing. I still don't think it would work in an actual competitive environment because there are things like Sizzle running around slapping their bums and being stupid, but I still have massive respect for the physical Celebi. However, in comes an Armaldo, and yeah, Celebi is kind of done at this point, so I'm just going to go for a Seed Bomb. Still does a nice chunk, as he's going to go for an X-Scissor and take Celebi out. But well done, Celebi, you made me proud. You made me proud, lad. It's really good, I like it. But now I can go into Sigilif. And I can do things. However, he pulls out the Aquajet, which is a bit of a bastard, but there you go. But I could still kill it, so that's alright. Armaldo ain't taking that. Life Orb Sigilif is banned for a reason, I suppose. But in comes the Aggron. I do have the Shadow Ball, and I know he ain't Mega, so I can go for that. However, he does also have Chomp Air, but he's going to go for the Heavy Slam, kill my Sigilif, and I know, if I'd have Wailord, maybe I would have been able to tickle that Chomp Air into submission, but alas, I do not. But now I'm going to unleash the Salamence. And this is pretty much the ultimate test. If it can kill this and then live a hit from Chomp, then as far as I'm concerned, we're golden. However, we did see the dual chop, so it ain't no outrage, but it's still a reasonable test of Salamence's tanky prowess. So there's something to it, but we'll see how we go. Still, I gave him a Moxie boost, in comes Chomp, this is kind of it, so we're going to see if this Mence fails or does well. Gonna go for the dual chop. Why do you have dual chop? Why don't you have Dragon Claw as well? And based on that damage, I'd say quite comfortably Outrage would kill, so not great, although that does mean with an Intimidate it probably wouldn't, so swings and roundabouts, I guess. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, sorry for cutting off the health bars on the right hand side. My bad. I seem to be having a problem with that. I will do my best to rectify this, although it doesn't help that, you know, I've got to put my fucking DS on a bit of sort of Rizzler papers, because it, for some reason, like, I take this out, look at the angle. Look at the angle. If I can get it there again. Oh, wait, oh, no, it's perfect. Usually, it's like this. Like, that's what it's like. It looks fucking horrible. So I usually stand it on some Rizzler papers because it makes it look better. Oh well, there you go. That's about that. So I hope you enjoyed these battles, and I hope these... Oh, there you go. There's the slant. You see the slant? Yeah, that's why I put it on the Rizzler papers. There's your slant. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the chronicles of my new guys, and I don't know, the Salamence, the Toxic Moxie Mence didn't really get any time to be a Toxic Moxie Mence, but I don't know. And to be fair, that Chomp was a little bit disheartening. I really don't think that it would live a an outrage or something of some such, and most of the outrages are going to be scarfed, so I don't know. Maybe it's not really supposed to, you could argue that. Maybe it's just supposed to come in and just tank, like, you know, neutral hits, and then just, you know, toxic, dick around a bit, and then scarf her. But it is a little bit disheartening. But then again, what did I expect? Garchomp is a fucking powerful piece of shit. So there you go. Also, disappointed in Terry. I'm disappointed. He should have done better, man. That Porygon 2 just owned him. I suppose I should probably get around to naming it Terry, however, I wasn't quite certain that I wanted to commit to that. I don't know if that's a Terry set, although I suppose, you know what I mean. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the 2 Menses that I've made, and the Mega Medi. And, yeah. Oh well. Hopefully all these screen things will be fine for Saturday stream, in case we do want to do some battles. But whatever, fuck it. I'm tired. I want to go have a shower and stuff. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.